welcome back, welcome. So today we're gonna go, it's not your typical TYNDL episode, you understand? Because today I'm gonna tell you all about my recent trip to Nigeria, to Lagos, Nigeria to be exact. And guess what? Because I do this TYNDM or Conversations with the Yoga Sir, I had scheduled 2 interviews to occur in Lagos. One with like a movie producer, I know where I'll talk to her, and one with an entrepreneur, right, in the lingerie business. So once I had this set up, I was like, hey, you know what? Might as well just do it. And luckily, we set them up. Their schedules allowed it to be set up during my children's spring break. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone. In short, I killed several birds. You know, don't come after me with 1 stone. We just packed up the whole family. We're like, spring break, it's gonna be a short week, but you know, we can squeeze it in 8 days or whatever it is, you know, and then we headed off to Lagos. Let us just say that experience, oh my goodness, it was so good being back, like bar none. And it was such a positive experience. The key to it is planning though. You gotta plan your trip before you go. Where you're gonna stay, how are you gonna move around, who are you gonna see, your itinerary, the times, you know, of day you're gonna be moving around. All of that helps. So for me, it definitely helps to travel to Nigeria in March. Like February, March, in short, January, February, March, do you understand? Off-peak season. And then again, September, October, November, even into 2nd week in December, off-peak season. So now let me tell you what we did. So we stayed at a shoplet to arrive Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos, and then as part of the planning, I had organized for like a chauffeur-driven car. So it came with driver and all of that, you know. And the guy was at the airport ready to pick us up. So got in it, and he drove us straight to the shoplet apartments that we had booked for the period in Ikoyi. So guys, we're here in our shoplet. Isn't this is nice? Like, it's really nice and spacious. So we've got the living room, there's the big screen TV, there's a little waiting area over there, and so we are going to enjoy this. All right, let's say hi to the kiddos. Hello. Oh, no, say hi. Say hello. Hello. Are you guys enjoying yourselves?
Yes, but I want to show you guys my room.
Okay, we'll show the room later. Okay, let's go eat.
But we're about to go eat some
fine dining, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's the daddy going. They're having fun. So watch this space. I kid you not. So like growing up in Nigeria, I remember, or growing up in Lagos, I remember that drive from the airport to the island just being, it would just take hours. Do you understand? You know, we're just gisting, you know, there was no traffic, we're just driving. And before I knew it, like maybe 30 minutes later, the guy was like, oh, we're here. I was like, sorry, well, where? Oh yeah, we're here. And I was like, wait, you mean we're in Ikoyi already? And all that. He goes, yeah, we're here. I could not believe it. I'm like, 30 minutes? 3rd Mainland Bridge? You're joking. It was so seamless. I was blown away. So seamless. Even my husband was like, what? Anyway, so, and the driver, let me talk about this driver. This driver was so resourceful. You know when you say someone just uses initiative and just makes your life a whole lot easier? This was this driver. Mr. Kudos, if you're watching this, kudos to you. My goodness, this guy was such a resourceful guy, thinking 1 step ahead, trying to make life easy for me and my husband and my family, and I truly appreciated that guy. So like I said, I got to interview 2 folks. So I first interviewed Damola Ademola of Inkblot Productions, and you can watch the video here. And then I interviewed Obasogie of Shawty Lingerie, and you can watch the interview here. Fantastic interviews, I enjoyed it, and just doing my thing in Lagos about a country and the people that I'm passionate about just took it to a whole other level. Oh my goodness. So got to hang out with a few old girls, you know, from like secondary school, people who are doing impactful things in their spaces, and you can see the videos here. We're having so much fun. We got together at a restaurant that one of us owns, right? She had set up, I think that was her 4th location, and the food was fantastic. So I'm all about patronizing our own, and we did it, and we networked, you know, we got together. Hey, how can we, you know, do business? How can we talk? I mean, it was fantastic. Wow, some of these folks I have not seen, in short, many of them I have not seen in almost 30 years or over 30 years. and we all got together. So we're grateful for the gift of life. The food in 𝐿, oh my goodness. You see, you know me, I'm like the whole fit farm, yet fitness, you know, what do I eat? This whole diet was out the window. In short, I left the whole dieting thing here in Texas. I didn't even take it with me on the plane because I told myself, I'm going to Lagos, Nigeria. Are you kidding? With yummy, awesome, solid food, snacks, and I told myself, I was like, it's okay if I go and gain 5 to 10 pounds. I will lose it when I get back on the straight and narrow. And I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I even went back, you know, like when I was growing up in Nigeria, Mr. Biggs used to be a thing. Not so much so now. There are other like eateries that have come up and just fantastic places, but I was really craving that Mr. Biggs meat pie. I remember my childhood, Mr. Biggs meat pie, donuts, and I was like, no, I have to. So I went on the hunt. This driver, I was like, driver, I need Mr. Biggs. So he goes, Mr. Biggs, there's no one Mr. Biggs. I was like, no, there has to be. You have to find. And this guy, do you know, he kept his eye out. And then one day he was like, madam, this is Mr. Biggs. I was like, where? Oh yeah, do you turn? So see, look at what I have here. Let me show you. There is Mr. Biggs. So you guys have said Mr. Biggs is dead. Are you seeing? I got my fix, so look at me. Enjoying the meat pie here. Enjoying the donut. And it took me back to my childhood. It was exactly as I remembered the taste. Oh! Anyway. Nigerians are such... they're just such nice people. Yes, I know there's hardship in the country, but again, where isn't there hardship? Even here in this country, there's hardship. But in spite of that, in the face of that, Nigerians are such resilient people. You know, they're hustlers, and they go and put in their best. And it's what I really appreciate about them. And this is why my show, I do what I do, is to highlight. In short, I can't wait to be back. I'm going to go and do some documentary series. I was even hanging out with and then we got to meet like family. We visited with family, my uncles, my in-laws. You know, the children got to move around. We even like practiced doing some promo shoots for my show, because you know they do promotions for my show. They have to do all that, and you can see them enjoying themselves here. And then my children were just loving it. They're like, mommy, there's so many brown skin people everywhere. I was like, yep, we told you. I mean, they're my cousin, their auntie came to take them out. They went out skating. It was fantastic, like fantastic, you know. So what I'll just say is, look, in Nigeria, I mean, I went to the mall, I went grocery shopping, like I would do hair. I was posting on my status every day, and people were just like, no, not only you are 𝐿𝐿. I said, not only me 𝐿𝐿. I said, hey, fantastic, you know. So let's just say that 6 years will not pass us by again. Lie, it will not even happen again. At this rate, me and my family, we're gonna be going back at least once a year. At least once. If we can make it even twice a year, even better. Or at least once a year, the children just love and there's a lot going on, even in the space. I mean, Nollywood, one of the interviews I did with Damola, Inkblot, we talked about Nollywood and all that. We talked about the entertainment industry, you know, there's just a lot going on for me not to be part of that action, you know. And in this space that I'm in, with my 𝐶𝐲 conversations with 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞, you best believe I am looking out for opportunities. I'm looking out for fantastic people to interview, and they are plenty in Nigeria. There are plenty in Nigeria, so I'm going to be tapping that big time. Okay, all right. So it was fun though. It was fun. I had so much fun. I came back with like, I think 8 pounds. I gained 10 pounds. It's well worth it. It's okay. I'm working on losing it now, but see how fresh I'm looking. That is what the Nigerian son will do. So I collected son, good food, good, met with family and friends, you know, met with contacts, old girls, moved around, accomplished a lot of stuff. Anyway, so that is it. So that is my trip to Nigeria. That's how it went. And if you've been mulling over like going or not, I'll just say go. But you have to plan it well before you go. You can't just get up and just go. Plan it well. You make sure you get like we got a short-let apartment because we didn't want to disturb family, you know, because I knew I was going to be moving around a lot and all that, and I didn't want anyone to be burdened by my own movements or like feel obligated to like be moving around. So we just got a short-let apartment, and then 4 of us. I don't want 4 of us to not go and just go and stay with family. It's a different thing if it was just me going. Yes, I would have stayed with my uncle. He lives in like, you know, in Lekki there. But as I with 4 of us, you just go and carry just your family of 4 to another family. Nah, so it's not right. At least I don't see that's right. So we just got a short-let apartment, a luxury short-let apartment, and I got myself a car and driver. Let us just be doing this. You understand? Again, I think that was the best. I think that's the best thing to do. So we're just going to continue on that trajectory. And we'll see. Possibilities. I'm super excited. Bye.